Yeah, hi there, it's Matt from Holistic QIP, and I'm really excited to introduce a new self-assessment tool that we have available on Holistic QIP. Now, this powerful new self-assessment tool will really help you to easily identify and document your 5 key practices across all NQA areas, and then it will be ready and easy to upload to your government portal. So there's lots you can do with it. I'll just jump in and give you a brief overview to what it is and how you can use it. So there's 2 ways that you can use the self-assessment tool. Now that's either through going in directly to an NQA area, or you can also see it under reports. So we'll start here, and you'll see some differences to the interface. But when you open NQA1, for example, there's a couple of options that you'll see that were not previously on your interface. And the first one is a little tab on the side here, and you can easily click open and close, and it allows you to document your 5 key practices as you go through your quality improvement plan process. So we'll close that for a moment. Under each of the NQA areas, so we're under 1.1.1 at the moment, embedded, you'll see the questions that have always been here, but there'll be a new section at the top where you can choose whether or not to include this as a strength and add it to your self-assessment submission for the government portal. So I'll give you a quick rundown of how it works. So every time you have a question that you tick yes to, so it's you've identified it as a strength, it gives you the opportunity to choose it as part of your 5 or one of your 5 key practices under each NQA element. So we'll pick one here. So if it's no, it won't apply, but let's change this one to a yes, and you'll see that we've got one of our 5 slots remaining. So you can choose 5 per each NQA area. So for example, you can have 5 for 1.1.1, 5 for 1.1.2, and so on and so forth. So you can actually then check that box, which then means that I've used all 5, and I can actually view the SAT submission. So it will pull it open here, and it will give me an opportunity to add in whatever my strength is under that particular area. Now, as part of the government portal, there's only 500 characters that you're able to upload to any one of your 5 key practices. So it'll actually do a countdown for you as you go. So as you start typing, the characters will run down, and you don't even need to save anything. It will save by itself, and you keep doing that as you're going through your quality improvement plan. So being able to do it in this way will actually save yourself hours of repetitive work, because you're easily able to select your key practices whilst you're reflecting on the practices occurring at your service during your quality improvement, your planning. So that's how it works for this area. And then when you click the tab, you can actually then go to any one of the 7 NQAs. So you can go to NQA 6, and you can actually then see any questions that you've put in there, and you can even go to the strength. So currently we're still in NQA1, but going to the strength itself will reload it and take you exactly to the question that you've identified as a strength. So that's the first way in. Additionally, for every single NQA area, so we're in NQA 6, you can also look at your national law and regulations. So that will open a pop-up. There's only one in here. We'll use another example. We'll quickly go to NQA 3. So I've 40% completed this. So I'll click on there to finish. And then you can go through each of the regulations and choose whether you're compliant, non-compliant, or it's not applicable to your service for some reason. And any additional commentary you want to put into there, you can add it and then just click save, and it'll update it for you. Now you can also go into the report section, and we have the SAT report again, which is new, so it's a new tab. And by clicking on here, you get a brief introduction on how it actually works. But what's really handy as well, because you'll update a lot of this information into the portal, is that you can update your service name, your approval number, your service type, your location, your nominated supervisor, all things that you would need to update onto the portal, your service operating times, your philosophy, and this actually pulls through from the service details section. So when you're actually in the main dashboard and you go to service details, everything in here will be reflected. So you don't have to write it in twice. If you change the name of your service or the location, whatever you change here will be reflected on this report as well. So no duplicating of tasks or work. And then as you scroll down, you'll then see pretty much the same thing that you saw in the tab, but it'll give you a summary right here under each area, and it'll give you a summary out of the 45. So if there's a total of 45 strengths that you can add to under NQA1, and it'll just let you know how far through that process you've gone. And again, anything you update on this dashboard will be applied to the tab you see as well. As with the tabs, you can go directly to the strengths, so you haven't got to find where you're looking to go. So you haven't got to sort of scroll yourself back or navigate yourself manually back to 1.1.1. This will take you there. If there's a strength that you don't want to include anymore, you can actually remove it. It'll give you a little prompt just to say, look, if you want to keep it, or maybe have it offline, you can copy it to the clipboard and then continue to remove, or you can say I want to keep it, so you can just leave via the X, or keep and close, which will just keep it there. So if you imagine you've got your government portal open and you've got a lot of these filled in and you're starting to put things into the portal, then you can simply copy it to the clipboard and then paste it directly into the portal. So it's super easy. And then the information obviously that you capture on the Holistic QIP software, you will be able to easily transfer at any time that you need to across the regulatory authority online assessment forms or tools that you need to, depending on the state you're located, and it's as simple as a cut and paste. We hope you like it. It's a really powerful feature and addition. It's available to everybody, and it's immediately available, so you'll see it when you next log in or as you navigate through your QIP. And just remember really that the self-assessment and quality improvement planning, it has endless benefits to your service quality, particularly when this process is shared and there's a collaborative process involving all members of your team. So it's ready to go. We hope you enjoy it and get a lot of value from it. If you've got any questions, feel free to email support@holisticquip.com.au, and look forward to sharing more features with you very soon. Thanks.